Welcome back to Mammy's house. You know what time it is? It's Christmas time. And what's cooking in Mammy's house today is recipes from you. I'm so excited. I've been waiting a while. I've been compiling all your recipes, all of the fan mail that I received on the gifts, the aprons, everything is so amazing. It just blows my mind sometimes. I'm not kidding you. I just can't believe it. The funnest part of my day is when somebody sends me a letter or a card or a recipe and shares their memories with me. Is just amazing, I'm telling you. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to cook all the recipes that you've sent me. I've gone through some of them that I know that I can fix, and some that I know are very dear to your heart, and that's what we're going to do. All sweets, because I think you all know how much I love sweets. But I did have to fix some savory today just to go along with it, because I didn't want to pass out after the show because I've had too many sweets. So what I've done, I love making soups. We do a homemade soup every day at the restaurant. It's one of my favorite things to cook because I love, it's especially fun when I just look in my fridges and my cupboards and see what I have on the shelf and what can go in a pot. This is one of them. So beans and ham, northern beans and ham goes together perfectly. So what I did, I've got my beans stirred. I had to start them early this morning. So I've got them going good. They're simmering. And so what I've done, I took a skillet, stick of butter, some city ham, chopped it up and simmered it, cooked it, threw it in my pot. All right, so I've got the ham cooked in a stick of butter and a skillet. Then I poured all of that in there. I could be done right there, but I'm not. It's going to get even better. We're going to put some fresh grated Parmesan cheese in this soup. It's going to give it a little bit of a different flavor. I've got about a cup in here. Just depends on how much you like Parmesan. And I've let these beans cook for about 3 hours now. All I want them to do is simmer right now. I've got some cornbread that I've already made, and that's perfect, so I don't even need to make that today. I already had it. Leftover cornbread. It's still good. Okay, there, my Parmesan has just melted. I don't see any in there at all. We are going to add some pepper. I've already salted them. You want to salt your beans as soon as you put them in the pot and cover it with water. You want that salt to cook with your beans. All right, so let's get the spinach in. Looks like a lot, and it is, but it just really cooks down to hardly anything. So, spinach and northern bean soup. If you omit the ham, you've got a vegetarian soup. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to turn that off and put it back here, and I just want it to simmer while we're cooking. There we go. Perfect. Let's get to your recipes. Like I said, it has just been so awesome reading all your recipes and stuff, and I really wanted to dedicate this Christmas show to you. So let's get started. So I've got all of this and just your cards. Keep sending them. We're going to start with Mama's bread pudding. A friend of mine, Tammy, sent this to me because she heard me on one of my shows. She watches my show, and this was her mom, Carolyn, was one of my good friends and customer, and I met her through the restaurant. She came in with a friend of hers, Wanda, almost every evening from the time we were at the little place on 3rd Street to where we're at now. And she's gone. She's no longer with us, and that was one of the saddest things since my mom had passed away that I'd ever heard of. She was just too young to go. But now I am very good friends with her daughter, Tammy, and this is Mama's bread pudding. So I'm excited because I love bread pudding. My mother loved bread pudding. We've got her recipe and it's written down just like this. So I'm real excited. Okay, so I've got oat biscuits. It goes with every bread pudding. I've got my eggs right here, my brown sugar. So what we're going to do is we're going to soak bread in water for 5 minutes. So I need a cup and a half of water. So we're going to get me a cup and a half of water here, right there. And that's one thing that I've never done. I've never soaked the bread in water. And so I'm excited to see what that does. All right. So and it says to use 2 cups of small cube dry bread, which I think biscuits will do because they're kind of coarse. So we're going to put that right there. So we're going to put them in the water. Let them soak. Get me a wooden spoon. See how my beans are doing? Beautiful. Just beautiful. Like, oh. Boy, that Parmesan cheese. Might have to take a bite of them just to try them. I'm getting hungry already. I'm so excited about doing this, cooking all these recipes. Soak bread in water 5 minutes. All right, got that. Bring milk to scalding point, and add butter. All right, I'm gonna get a pan. Okay, so I've got a tablespoon of butter. That's gonna go in there. And I hope Carolyn don't mind. She's calling for 4 cups of milk. And I put 4 cups of a caramel latte creamer in here. Because I want mine to have a little bit of a caramel. Her icing is a caramel anyway. So we're going to go with that. All right. I hope it turns out. I'm going to mix it up for you, Carolyn, just a little bit. All right, we're going to bring that to a scalding point. I added the butter, salt, and sugar. Okay, so my milk is scalding. And it's getting there. So I've got some milk, and I put a little extra caramel creamer in here. Just to give it a vanilla caramel taste, latte taste, because I think that sounds good. And so got that. I added the butters in there. I drained my crumbs, here they are, and drain crumbs and add the hot milk mixture. All right, let's get this over here. See that? Oh, wow. Oh, smells good. I'm cooking my raisins. It says cook your raisins. So I've got them in another pot. Kind of puffed up in that water there. All right. So I've done that right. So I added 3/4 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt. Always got to have that pinch of salt. That's how I know it's old time recipe. So I've got the mixture over here. My raisins are cooking. Got a teaspoon of vanilla. And a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, which it is. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, this is going to be so good. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. I've got a greased number 13 pan right here that we're going to pour this in. Got those chunks of biscuits going there. Okay, we're going to pour our eggs. I've got my eggs in here. Get that all mixed together. Mix that really well. I don't want scrambled eggs in Carolyn's bread pudding. I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and drain my raisins. Guess we'll need just to plump them back up. Don't want to lose any. Put them in here. Never thought about that, of pulling my raisins. Got about, I think it says a cup and a half. 1/2 cup of raisins. Cook for a few minutes and drain. All right, pour into greased baking dish. Got that, and we're going to put it in the oven. Now, this says bake for 50 minutes. Now, you could give this a hot bath. I'm not going to. I'm going to put it directly in the oven. But I know a lot of the old-time recipes do the hot baths. It's too much trouble for me. I'm going to stick it right in here. Oh, my goodness, and let it cook. See, in a little bit, it smells good. My beans are done. Turn them off. They've finished simmering. 50 minutes. And we're going to, let's go ahead and make the icing. 2 cups of brown sugar. That's what we're going to do. 2 cups of brown sugar. We'll have that ready when it gets done. 1. That's about exactly what I've got there. 2 cups of brown sugar. 1/3 cup of flour. Mix 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to do another teaspoon. Got all that in there. And I've got 1/3 cup of flour. So we're going to go 1/3 cup of flour over here. My little house. There we go. Good. That's for the thickener, I'm assuming. I'll take this. Get that all in together. I've got my vanilla. Perfect. I'm going to set this over here so I won't forget about it. Right there. Leave it alone. See you in 50 minutes, Carolyn. All right. That one sounds good. Can't wait to taste it. All right, let's go to the zucchini apple pie. And this recipe, put that right there. This recipe was sent to me from, and she signed her name, Charlie Gohagan. And I'm assuming that's Charlotte and her husband, Alan Gohagan, who watched my show. So she watched my show of the zucchini brownies. So I think she's like seeing if I can do this. And I don't know, Charlotte, if I can do this or not. But I'm going to get ready to do this. It's a zucchini apple pie. I've heard of this. I've never made it, but since those zucchini brownies turned out so good, I'm going to try this. So thank you for sending it for me. I'm going to go get my zucchini and meet me right back here in a few minutes. All right, so this recipe was sent to me with a pretty beautiful card, thinking of you. I hope your day is a little brighter just knowing someone has you in their mind. Yes, it made my day a lot brighter, a lot. Thank you. We really enjoy your show. So thank you, Charlotte and Alan Gohagan. I used to work for Gohagan in Louisville, Bill Gohagan. He's one of my favorite bosses. So I hope you're kin to him. But anyway, zucchini apple pie, really, Charlotte? Oh my goodness, let me see. Used big zucchinis. I couldn't find them, so I just bought a lot of them. But still tender enough that you can pierce with your fingernail. So I did that. They're perfect. Peel and cut into quarters. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let me peel them all, cut into quarters. Yeah, I've heard of this pie several times, but we're going to see for myself if it really does taste like apple pie. Wouldn't that be great to be a very healthy dessert, just like the zucchini brownies. All right, so I've peeled and I cut into quarters long ways lengthwise, kind of just like I did it, just like it was an apple, because that's what it's supposed to be, apple. And so we've got it cooking until it's tender crisp. So that's not going to be cooking for very long. And I'm going to go ahead and I've got my pie crust here in a 9-inch unbaked pie crust. I've got one right here for the top, just like you would do an apple pie. And I made an apple pie on a couple of shows ago, so hope this tastes as good. I can't wait. All right, so there we go. Yep, it's gonna work. We are gonna keep that rolled up on that while that's cooking. Excess right here. Okay, so we are going to go with, so I've got the zucchini cooking, cook until tender crisp. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. 1, 2, 1 1/4 cup of sugar. Sugar over here, which I love, love, love. 1 1/4 cups. Get that evened out. There's 1 1/4 cup of sugar. 1 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 cinnamon powder. Zucchini apple pie. Who came up with that? Does somebody didn't have apples? You know, back in the old days, did they not have apples and they had zucchini? I don't understand it. Or they just tasted the zucchini and thought, who come up with that recipe? I just wonder, because I know it's been around for a while. Okay, so I've got cream of tartar, 1 1/2. Also, this right, 1/2. Hear it cooking back there. Cream of tartar, dash of nutmeg. Boy, you just use nutmeg in all your Christmas recipes. When you start from Thanksgiving to Christmas, even New Year's Eve. Oh goodness, got a good boil going on here. Got the dash of nutmeg, 3 tablespoons of flour. I think this is it right here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. This is so much fun cooking for you all. I'm telling you, I really, really do love this. That's good. So 1 1/2 teaspoons, got that. Add zucchini and mix well. It will be runny, but that's okay. Dump the mixture into a 9-inch unbaked crust. Dot with butter, which is what you do with a traditional apple pie. You're really just fixing this just like an apple pie. I love this. I really, really do. All right, so I'm going to drain this. She says it's going to be runny because it's just wet, like a cucumber. It's just all water pretty much. That's okay. We're going to pour that in here. Rid of that. There we go. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's runny. It's exactly what she said it was going to be. Exactly. There you go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh, that smells so good. I'm telling you, my house smells like a holiday home. All right. We are going to take this, see where it starts. Oops, oops. Bring it over, bring it over. Cover it with a, pinch it into where it's already pinched. All right, so we're gonna kind of cut right here. And I like to add a little bit of sugar on top. So we're gonna get this in the oven. So we're gonna put this on a plate so it won't drip. And there we go. Alrighty. Let's all start cooking. So that needs to cook for 40 minutes. Alrighty. Add the crust and bake it 400 for 40 minutes or until golden brown. So I'm going to change this up and let's go bake 400. Start. And I think my bread pudding will be fine with that too. All right, so there we go on that. And we're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to clean up these two. And what we're going to go to is June Pauley's Italian cream cake. And this is from his daughter, Judy Clark. And I'm excited to do this. I've had this recipe for a long time. She sent me this a long time ago. So we're going to go to one of my wonderful sponsors and we'll be right back. So yes, this was given to me by Judy Clark, and she said, Mammy, this is a recipe I think you would love. Everybody says it's the best cake they've ever eaten. Judy Clark. It must be because he had a big article in the paper. And this is how it started off, how he became a baker. And it said that her dad, June Pauley, learned to cook after he was 80. See, cooking is amazing at any age, even if you start at 80. I love that. She said he was a hard-working farmer all his life. When my mom had a stroke, he lovingly cared for her and adopted a new indoor hobby. His specialty was Italian cream cake. No celebration passed without one of his cakes. He kept me busy finding cake boxes for him to put one in for gifts. Everyone who ever tasted one said that it was by far the best cake they had ever tasted. June Pauley died in February, and people miss him and his recipe so much. But this is a tradition from him to you, and we can carry this one forever and ever and ever. And I'm sure you and your family, Judy, does. So we're going to cook it today, and I'm excited because I love Italian cream cake. Okay, so we've got 2 sticks of margarine, butter, and when you 2 sticks of butter, I'm in. I am in. Goodness. And I'm going to get all of that butter in there. Get all of this butter in there. Yes, I'm very excited about the holiday season. I've been decorating and decorating. All right, get back here. 2 cups of sugar. Okay, 2 cups of sugar. All right. There we go. We're going to cream this together. So we're going to turn it kind of on low speed. Okay. So, got my eggs over here, and that's next. Mixture smooth. So wait till that's smooth. That's getting pretty smooth. And then we're going to add 5 eggs. 1 at a time. All right, so I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And we're going to sift it together with our baking soda. Measure that. Two cups of all-purpose flour. Make sure that's level. There we go. And we've got some baking soda here. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon right here. I want to be exact on these measurements. Cakes are finicky. So it says, so sift together flour, salt, and soda. So we've got 1 teaspoon of soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Sorry, lost it. Here it is. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. There we go. Sift together flour, salt, and soda and add alternately with buttermilk. Okay, you got me at buttermilk in a cake. Are you kidding me? Heck yes, 1 cup of buttermilk. Okay, so we're gonna alternately milk, flour. I can do it like this. It can get quite messy if you don't do it right. Flour, buttermilk. Okay, so we've done that. Stir together flour, salt, and soda. Add alternately with buttermilk, coconut pudding, and vanilla to creamed mixture. Coconut pudding, really? 1 box of instant coconut pudding and pie filling. And there we go. Okay, so we've added our coconut, and I'm going to do some chopped pecans. Okay, so I've got some chopped pecans. Get the big pieces back out. And that's a 1/2 cup. So we're going to go a 1/2 cup. It's going to be the best cake ever. I'm going to save those for my icing. Add some to it. All right. Oh my goodness. This cake is going to be so good. Here we go. Oh wow. I've got 2 9-inch pans, so this might be a little extra. Which extra in my book is always good. All right. Oh, I just want to eat it like this. It's so good. No wonder he made this cake all the time. Oh, all right, so we took our bread pudding out. We're going to let it cool and let it set. That in. And we're going to check on our pie. Covered it so it wouldn't. Ooh. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh my gosh. And smell of that is amazing. Wow. All right, so I've got it back down on 350. And we're going to cook it until it's like a sponge cake, or you take a toothpick in the middle. So you can keep me up on that. So the icing I made with the 8-ounce package of cream cheese. I made extra because I need it for another recipe. So, but his recipe is 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, softened to room temperature, of course. 1/2 stick of butter or margarine, room temperature. 1 pound box or bag of powdered sugar. Teaspoon of vanilla. And when we get ready to use this, we'll add the chopped pecans to it. So everything's in the oven baking right now, and my house smells amazing, just like I know your house does when you fix those recipes. So anyway, we're going to do a tour of my house. I work really, really hard, so I want you to see how pretty everything turned out again this year. And look, I keep saying I'm not going to do this tree again. I'm not going to put this tree together again. And it comes together every year. My lights went out on it. Oops. So my lights went out on this tree, and I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to buy another one. And so I just added some red burgundy-ish lights, and I think it's prettier than ever. So I'm so glad we ended up keeping it. And of course, my Santa Claus, who is my favorite thing I have. He reminds me of my dad too. Telling that. Minus the beard. These elves are from a store in downtown Lebanon. So this is my grand girls room, and of course I love this tree. And it's just perfect for them because they are just as glamorous as this tree is. And this is one of my favorite rooms in the house. This is my grandsons, 3 of them. I have 3 grandsons and 6 granddaughters, but I just love the colors in this room. So I was really excited to find a red tree to put all my sailor stuff on. So this is where my grandkids stay when they come and see me. And so since it's their theater room, got them some new ornaments. How cute are these? And of course, my favorite, and what a wonderful way to end our show today, is through a nativity scene. And my husband builds this for me every year. And I've collected these for years and years. No baby Jesus yet, but he's coming. So on the last note, I'm telling you, I met this gentleman while I was at the grocery store, and I was checking out, and somebody just kept staring at me, and I'd stare back, and he stared at me, and I stared at him, and he's like, "Are you that lady?" And I was like, "What lady are you talking about?" He said, "That lady on TV." And I said, "Mammy, I'm Mammy." And he said, "Oh, I love you, Mammy." And he just hugged me. Made my day. Well, anyway, he's a student of one of my best friends and at Bardstown School. And he is just one of my biggest fans. So he wrote me a letter, and my friend brought it to me. And he said, "Can you please make peppermint bark, please? Can you make peppermint bark, please? Merry Christmas, Mammy. Love, Austin." Austin, oh, I love you so much, and thank you. You are my biggest fan, and I appreciate it so much. So I'm making you some peppermint bark. So I've got my hammer out. I'll show you what that's for later. And let's kind of get this broke up, and we're going to melt some chocolate. And Austin, this is so easy. I know you could do this. If I can do it, you can do it. So we're going to melt chocolate first. I've got some butter lined Reynolds wrap in a 8x8 pan. Right there. We're going to start melting the chocolate first. Just every 30 seconds. 30 seconds, check. 30, start, and we're going to check, check, check. All right, 30 seconds. Ow, ow. Okay, we're going to stir it up. And I've got some peppermint truffles. And I can eat that whole bag. I'm going to tell you. These are a dark chocolate. And I'm going to put some of those in here and start melting them too. You want a dark chocolate? You want a dark chocolate is best for this peppermint bark. And also, you want about a 60% cocoa chocolate too. Put that back in there. 30, 30, 30. While I'm doing this, I'll tell you one of my best memories, and this is the reason why I have all the fruit and candies over here. One of my favorite memories, I've got a lot of them because we had wonderful Christmases thanks to my mom and dad and Santa Claus. Growing up, me, Lisa, and Marty, we just loved Christmas. Our whole family did on both sides. Well, in the middle of the night, we would finally go to bed. My mom would wait up for us. And then we had a 2-story shotgun house in downtown Lebanon on Chandler Street. It was the most beautiful home. Her decorations, that's where I get it from. It's from my mom decorating. And so everything was so pretty. But my favorite memory is Mama, which back then, you know, we always believe in Santa Claus, always. But back then, we could hear Mama coming up the steps. In mine and Lisa's bedroom, we slept together. Mine and Lisa's bedroom was right here above the bathroom, and then the top of the steps was right there. Marty's was down the hall. And my mom had this big bow, you know. She had it filled with tangerines, bananas, hard candy, nuts. Every year we had our own stocking, and we had our own, which I was always called Chris. That's what they called me, Chris, not Christy. And unless I was in trouble, and I'd be called Christy Joe. But so we're gonna pour this. It's good. Keep stirring it. So she would fill our stockings. We had our own stockings, Lisa, and we had made the glitter, you know. I had Chris on mine with the glitter, and we had them for years and years. Lisa probably still has hers, and who knows what happened to mine, and Marty's. But I'll never forget the smell of the tangerines and the bananas, and we knew better to even peek. If we even moved, we were like, we played possum for sure. We were not going to move, because if we thought we moved, then Santa Claus for sure wasn't going to come and see us. And for some reason, somehow or another, it's like somebody sprinkled sleepy dust all over us, and we just went to sleep thinking about those stockings and just could not wait to wake up and eat that candy and banana and tangerine. All right, we're going to put this in the fridge and let it harden up, not completely hard, for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to start on the white. Oh. That peppermint truffle stuff is pretty good in here. So we're going to put this in the fridge. All right, same thing with the white chocolate chips. Get them in here. 30 minutes, because they will burn. I promise you that. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, so many fun memories, and waking up in the mornings. We always did our Christmas on Christmas Eve with our family. With my mom's brother Jerry and Stacy and Jacob. Oh, we'd have so much fun. Mammy and Pap came one year and sat with us. It was so much fun. But when we were little, we would always go to Mammy Clyde's, or we'd go to Mammy Lucille's house. It was so much fun, I'm telling you. Mammy Clyde, my dad's mom from Browardville, she would get all the grandkids a present. My first present was a baking set. I'll never, ever forget it. And look at me, 100 years later, I'm still baking. I'm getting hungry and antsy, okay? All right, another spoon, do it a little bit. And sometimes on the white seems to tend to, and I'm going to put a little bit of milk in here. And that also gives it a little bit of a glossy look, which is fine with me. Makes it really pretty. There we go. So we've also started our own traditions at the restaurant with our employee party, which we just had at Chuckleberry Farms, and it was the funnest party ever. I'm telling you, we used to go to Broomfield, which was always fun, but we have an extra extended family now, and I'm telling you, there are no words to speak about how humbly I feel about the people that work for me. Or the people that work, not the people that work for me, the people that work at Mammy's Kitchen. Everybody is just amazing. They're all amazing. Okay, so I've got the white, and I'm going to add some peppermint oil to this, just a bit, just a drop. It's peppermint bark. I don't want it to be overwhelming, because we're going to chop up some peppermint. And then we're going to, oh, that's perfect. Yes. Okay, so here we go with this. There we go, semi-hard. So we're gonna pour this on top of here. I think I've made enough for 2 of them, and that's good. I can bring some to the restaurant. Maybe not. So I've got the red peppermint sticks, and I found these chocolate Oreo sticks. So I'm like, wouldn't that be pretty to have both of them on top of the peppermint bar? Okay, so I'm gonna bring that back out real quick so I can get some pieces of this in here. You can put a little when you make this or a lot. And I was right. I really like the black Oreo candy canes. Oh, love that. I want to do one more thing. Of course, it's just never enough for me. I always got to do more. More is less. Whoever said that? So we're going to go. Kind of hard to pull. And you don't have to do this. I just thought more is more. That's just me. All right, we're gonna let that get cold again. We're gonna check on our cakes. I bet it's time to icing our cakes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited, guys. All right, so I've let them cool as much as I can. I can't wait any longer. So they're a little bit warm, but we'll make it up with more and more icing. This is the first layer. Oh wow, this cake smells so good. It's a heavy cake too, so you know when you have a heavy cake that it's homemade. I love Italian cakes, and this one with that pudding and the coconut in it. That pudding, it's pecans. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go over here. I need to slow down, but I don't want to because I just want to eat it, and I can't wait to eat all of this good food. We have a customer at the restaurant, and his name is Joe. Hey, Joe. And he brings us all kinds of goodies. Peanut butter fudge is my favorite. He does so many desserts. That's what this reminds me of. Joe, he bakes all the time. Much easier. Save a little bit in here because we might use it later. Oh wow, that is so good. I'm gonna get everything on here. Check on my peppermint bark and get my pie and my bread pudding and my beans and my cornbread over here. We're saving the best for last, and I can't wait. All right, we are here. Took me a while. I was really nervous today. I promise you that. Because when I'm doing my own cooking with my own recipes, you know, if I mess up something, I'll just refix it. But these are special to you all. And I'm telling you, this is special. I carry this around everywhere I go. You all keep writing me. Keep sending me letters. Keep sending me recipes. There's so many of you in here. And I know I'm really bad about not responding. It's not because I don't want to. I promise you that. It's just usually when I get out of here, I'm right back in my kitchen at work. So I'm really busy, but I promise I'm going to get an assistant, and then she can help me get all of these recipes to you. So keep on writing, and it's just thank you very much. There's so many of you. So many letters, you know, Sherry Spalding, just wonderful. So many people I just want to say thank you to. Too many to mention, too many to name, but thank you. You keep on writing, you keep on watching, and I'll keep on cooking for you. I promise this is the best time I've had in my life. So, all right, let's do some tasting. This is my northern beans. This is my recipe. Northern beans with ham, butter, ham, butter. What? See, I've already forgot what I've already forgot how I made it again. I should have had somebody right beside me. But anyway, ham, butter, spinach, Parmesan, and some cornbread. I like my cornbread chopped up in my beans. Don't you all? Get a bite of that spinach in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so good. I love this. That is good. I gotta bring this up closer to my mouth. It takes too long to go from here to there. Man, you can't beat a bean. With that cornbread and that ham and that butter in there, sauteed in there, and the spinach is perfect. Makes you feel like you're eating healthy. Love it, love it. But put this back over here. Eat that later. Lord knows I'll need it. Wow, that's so good. If you're busy, I like that. I'll tell you what that's for. When you're cooking, when you're around your house, and you got to wrap all your presents, you put some Christmas classic music on, and you got your house all clean, it's all decorated, and it's beautiful like I've got mine right now. It's a perfect day for northern bean soup like that and cornbread, because when I get a little bit hungry, I don't want to go fix something. I don't want to get off balance of what I'm doing, wrapping presents or decorating. I just want to get me a big bowl of beans and soup, and that's how the farmers did it. And that's why Mammy always put beans on at lunch. The Pout could come in, and all the workers could come in and get them a bowl of beans and some cornbread, something hearty, some protein, and get back out there on the farm. I know, that's why. So, oh Lordy. I'm so excited. Woo! All right, I don't know what to do first. I don't know which one to taste first. Which one? That, I need that. I need spoon for that. Let me get this. All right. So we did Mama's bread pudding. All right. I hope this is what it looks like. I don't know. Hope I did a good job, Tammy, because your mom really meant a lot to me. And she would let me know if this wasn't right. So if I get like a little tug in my ear or something, I'll know I did something wrong. Oh my gosh, that turned out perfect. Wow. Oh, yeah. I was a little shaken when it said to soak the biscuits in water, because I'd never done that. I've made bread pudding, but I've never done that. And I've got that vanilla latte creamer in there, plus the milk. Wow. That is Christmas in your mouth. Oh, that tastes good. Look at that creaminess. Crunch right there. I'm sure you can hear it. I love that. Wow. That is really good. I'm taking that to the restaurant today. Wow. That's good. That really is an old-fashioned recipe. You can just taste it. That's different. It's different. It's crunchy. It's almost like a custard that turned into custard-like. I'm trying to, with a raisin. Tammy, if you don't want to fool fit with fixing this, I'll fix it for you, because you have parties all the time. Let me fix you one of these if you don't want to cook it. Oh, wow. Really, really good. Amazing. I probably could have added a few more zucchinis because they really shrunk up. You said in the recipe to add the big ones. I couldn't find them, but we did. Let me see. Oh my gosh, that is just, oh wow. Look at those zucchini slash apple. Oh my gosh, and it smells. It's that nutmeg, and oh, I just can't believe it. My eyes are deceiving me. I'm not kidding you. Wow. Charlie, I can't believe it. I never would have thought it. I ain't lying. That is the best apple pie I have ever had. Oh, I'm going to go buy every zucchini in town and make that again and again. Wow. I can't believe it. That's amazing. I'll get that recipe right out. I don't know what happened. It's magic. I can't wait for my kids and grandkids to eat this. You can eat all the apple pie you want, honey. Wow, that is unbelievable. Nope, look, I swear. Look, you won't believe it's not apple pie. It looks like apple pie. It bakes like apple pie. And it tastes like apple pie. It's better than apple pie. I'm not kidding. It's better. Love that. Wow. Oh my gosh. I want God today. Okay. Oh, it's hot in my kitchen. Wow. Oh. Try that. Oh, how pretty. Oh my goodness. All right, Judy, here we go. Oh, look how moist that cake turned out. Judy. Your dad was quite the baker. This is the best Italian cake I've ever had. It's the moistest. Oh, that coconut crunch with the pecans. Thank you, Mr. Polly. That was the best cake, Italian cake, and it'll be my recipe from now on. All right. He should live on June Polly's. When I make it at the restaurant, I'm going to call it Mr. Polly's Italian cream cake. Oh, I just want to eat and eat. Oh. It's so moist, but then light and fluffy. Look at it. Oh, every bite. I don't think I'm going to make it through today. I don't think I'm going to eat any more beans and cornbread. Oh my gosh. You all have to just come and see me one day. I'm telling you, when I have all of this. Oh my goodness. All right, Mr. Austin. Let's see about this. I'm telling you, these desserts are as good as anything I've ever made. My new favorites, I promise you that. I can't believe I waited so long to make them. Oh my goodness. They'll be our new favorites at Mammy's Kitchen, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to get to Mr. Austin. See if we can oh, listen to that. That's awesome. There we go. Just want to kind of get in there and get it. Oh, that's what you call a piece of peppermint bark. I'm gonna cut it again and again, or you could break it, however you want to do it. It's gonna taste all the same. Oh, there's another piece. Okay, I just want to try this. Here we go, Austin. Oh. That dark chocolate with that truffle inside of that makes it chewy. The white chocolate with just a little tiny drop of peppermint oil, amazing. And then the Oreo crunch and the peppermint candy canes. Oh, I'll eat this until I get sick. I promise you. Austin, we're going to bring you some of this today. Thank you for being such a great Mammy's fan. I love you. I'll see you later. Okay, so Judy Clark, thank you. Merry Christmas. Charlie Gohagen, thank you, and Merry Christmas to you. And then we've got Tammy and Carolyn. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. And then we have Austin. Thank you, Austin, for being such a good Mammy's fan. Thank you all. Merry Christmas to you all. Have a happy new year. Recipes are like stories that we carry on through generations. They're your stories, my stories, and it's all one big book that we carry on. It's our experiences that we create together. I've experienced together with you all these wonderful, wonderful desserts, and it's been so much fun. You all continue watching, and I'll continue cooking for you. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Remember to come downtown, shop local, drink local, eat local, eat local, bank local, everything local. Merry Christmas and have a happy new year. I'll see you in 2020. Bye, you all.